Next up on our Christmas cookies. Okay. Next up on our Christmas cookies are these stars with the little silver balls on it and snow sprinkled, and it has red icing, if you could see that, and white on the bottom and then red icing up there. So we're gonna make some of these. This is my little stand. Ignore it. This is just so you can see. Now, you're gonna start off with some flesh toned clay. Warm it up in your hands. And you don't want white. You could do a little bit more yellow in there if you wanted, but this works really well, so I went with it. I rolled it out on my Atlas pasta machine on a number 4. And I have a star Kemper cutter that I found on eBay, Kemper cutter. They come in all different shapes and sizes, and they're wonderful little things to have for clay. Anyway, you take your star, cut it out, and there's your little star. You're going to put it on your cookie tray, and gently, ever so gently, you're going to want to press it down so it's a tiny bit bigger than what you cut out, and it'll stick to your tray. If you have it on a little wooden tray like this, then you can move your tray around. It's so much easier to decorate. Go with that. So you have that stuck down there, and then I have some red clay because this is my icing, and I rolled it really thin on a number 6 on the Atlas pasta machine. And then you take your star again and you cut it out, and this is your icing. And you can use a toothpick or dental tool or something to put it on there. Now you don't want to make this any bigger, so don't press it. You can use the end of a toothpick. I'm going to use my little thing here. In the very center, I'm going to press it down all the way down to the wood, and that kind of sticks it in there, which is just fine. You could gently press it on there, but you want the one underneath to be slightly bigger so it looks like the icing is sitting on top of it. So that's what you want. And then what I have are these little silver balls, and I get them in the the scrapbooking section at Michael's, and I have all different colors, and I'm going to use silver, just like the silver balls that you can put on cookies from a long time ago. They used to sell those, but it's kind of sad they don't sell them much anymore. And I'm going to try and get that stuck down in there. I'll use the end of the metal won't stick to it, so I can use it to press it down. And just use your toothpick to pick those little guys up. Slightly dampen it if you need to. Oops, come on. Woo! See how many I picked up there? That might be a little excessive. You only need 5. And then you only need 1 at a time, so yeah. It takes a while. Here, we'll get this one. Here we go. So be patient, or just don't do it, because it will drive you crazy. It will test every little patience in your body to make these cookies. The gingerbread cookies are the hardest, but they do turn out really cute. And you just do all 5. Did I get one? I got one. And number 5. Come on. Be good. Oh! Disappeared. Get back in there. Come on. Be nice. Okay, now we have our 5 little points with the little silver balls. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my icing, which is just TLS and white icing, or TLS and white clay mixed together, and that's my icing. I'm going to use it as glue. You can just use a tiny bit of TLS if you want. TLS is translucent liquid Sculpey. It's just liquid clay. You can use liquid Fimo. It's the same stuff. It's just liquid clay, so whatever you can do to clay, you can do to the liquid clay. You can bake it and all that stuff. And I just put a teeny tiny bit on there, just enough to act as a glue. And then I'm gonna sprinkle, and this is where it helps be able to move it around. I'm gonna sprinkle some glitter, snowflake glitter. I got it at Walmart, I think. Over that. And that's going to be overdone. If I leave that giant one on there, that's too much. You don't need to overdo it to make it look good. Just get some white, they look like little sugar sprinkles, and that's all there is to it. Now take this, you can throw the wooden thing and everything right into the oven once you're done decorating all your cookies. And of course you can use different colors of, you know, for the red. Doesn't have to be red, it can be any color. Throw those in the oven. I would only cook them for maybe 5 minutes on a preheated oven. And then when they're completely cooled, you can take it out and cover them with triple thick glaze, or any kind of glaze that dries completely clear. Don't use TLS as glaze if you want crystal clear, because it will be opaque and it will not be crystal clear. It'll be, you know, fuzzy looking. So go with your triple thick glaze, and it can be any Deco Art is the one that I'm using now, because the other one, the Krylon, I can't find anymore, and it works just fine too. Both of them do. There's your cookies.